Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome back to another episode of Supreme Ruler Ultimate as China. So we've gotten to the point now where we're pretty much self-sufficient when it comes to natural resources and things like that. What I want to do now is spend time on research and to kind of reallocate our military positions, as well as deal with some repairs and things like that. So a few things that I like to do to kind of get things along. Firstly, is obviously to turn this off, but put theater mode on. Go into theater control and tell it basically to auto repair. Just make sure that everything in the theater is repairing. Now what I want to do is I want to basically deploy our entire military force, excluding our Navy. So our land and air forces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell all our land forces to go here. And that's pretty much in this section here. Or anything east of this base. So pretty much this river here. Anything east of this river is going to go into this base here. Everything west of this river is going to go to the base up here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go in and basically wipe out and demolish all our military bases, military force locations and all that stuff. And then build a few little things here and there, mainly to kind of work on our issues with basically useless bases that we're not using. And also on top of that, we're having, obviously increased inflation associated with the fact that we don't have that many people working, or we don't have that much labor. And that means we're actually paying more to produce things than we should, which means we're technically making a lot less money than we could. So if we go through and wipe out a bunch of these bases, these locations, we'll hopefully be able to move more people into the job sector, and kind of increase our unemployment rate. Higher the unemployment rate, the lower the labor costs, which is something we really want. So, with that in mind, we're going to set it to normal. Military forces. We're not building anything right now, are we? No. Building one Tomahawk. Why am I building a Tomahawk? Well, we'll just get rid of you. We're building nothing there. Perfect. Okay. So, air forces. Boom. Land forces. Boom. All these guys. Come on, let's try that again. All these guys. There we go. Reserves. Here. Let me set this on fast. Zoom out a little bit. You guys are going to reserve there. Set this to fastest. Highlight all of you again. Reserves there. Highlight all of you again. Reserves there. Basically, the plan is to get rid of a lot of useless military facilities and military locations. We're going to lose some aircraft by doing this, but I mean, they're obsolete aircraft anyway, so I really don't care at this point. Reserves. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Go there. There you go. Then you're going to go to the reserves. There. The plan is to basically build military bases around our perimeter, mainly so we can personally, so it's easier to control our forces. Throw in a bunch of research here. Might as well just research all of this now. Light infantry. Some patrol ships and stuff to research. 2 10-kiloton warheads we can research? That's strange. Oh. Well, there's still more down here, so we gotta reserve. Boom. Highlight all of you again, reserve. Then what the plan is going to do is to basically position our forces in such a way that we'll have like military facilities around our perimeter. So no matter where we get attacked, we're going to have a military base with a nice little skeleton units in it for defense. And then we can launch. So if there's an attack on our eastern front, our western borders, we can deploy all these guys. If there's attacks on our eastern borders, we can deploy these guys here. It's one of the few ways to be able to micromanage or macromanage. Plus, we have a lot of building facilities spread out all over the place. This will help kind of cut back on it somewhat. We're also going to do a freeze on construction for a while. I mean, yeah, we've got, 14... I really don't want to see that anymore. Yeah, we'll accept that. Design complete, labor shortage, which we know. Khrushchev speech. Okay, we're not too worried about that anymore. Fastest. I'm looking forward to the point where we'll have basically no active units on our troops active at any time. Everyone will be in the reserves, and then all we'll have is radar stations around our borders. So if we go to war with someone, we'll immediately see everything that's going on. We won't need these line of sight treaties as well anymore, because there'd be literally no point to them. Reserves, come on. So that military fort base up there is done deploying. This one's still deploying troops. Reserve. 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 That one up there is finally done. This one's still deploying. Oh no, this one's deploying still. God damn it. Oof. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to click you and zoom in. Right click and look at some of this stuff. We're going to keep that. So keep those. But like some of these random Air Force bases and things like that, we're going to get rid of. $35,000 troops. No reason. That will keep. This, you know what, we'll get rid of. We're going to get rid of this one. We're going to get rid of this as well. Plan is to get rid of this one. This one as well. Basically, the more stuff like this we can get rid of, the better, you know, it is for us. I mean, yeah, we're not going to be building as much. Long term, we will be. We'll have definitely enough in the long run for what additional things we'll be building around our two main, call them building facilities, I guess. Get rid of you as well. Keep you. Get rid of you as well. Like, a lot of these things we have are just, like, they're useless. Like, why they're sitting around. I understand, like, some of it does, you know, support things and all that stuff, but in the end, a lot of this stuff is using up useless resources. Like, why we have right here a naval construction facility right in the middle of the country. You know, against the Japanese, yeah, that was pretty good, you know, it helped, but long term, someone could lob a missile and take it out, no problem, so. Locations at this point don't really matter as much as what they're doing and what they have. So if we start doubling back here in a second, I think we've hit pretty much all. Actually, what I wanted to do, is the research centers that we took out are gonna go right here. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. That's where we're gonna put our orbital stuff. And I think that's pretty much it. As I say, now we're gonna have maybe a couple empty ones. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go through useless barracks, like that one. Now, air bases, this may sound very strange, but airfields are going to be kept. The reason why they're going to be kept is because I can transfer aircraft around the country faster if they're there, because they can stop off and get refueled. And I believe commodities do get transferred. I'm not 100% sure on that, but same with ports. They're not going to be touched. This will free up, though. Free up people. I mean, this is the boring stuff, I guess, but this is short term. Short term, we're taking out a lot of facilities, but the long term plan is to build kind of like a deployment system upon which we can utilize long term. Because our country will not be growing for a while. Vietnam and North Korea have signed arrangements with Russia. And India, I could probably overrun it, but would probably cause me more problems down the run with political stuff. I'm gonna have a lot of these to take out. Some of my newer playthroughs, I don't actually do this anymore. I'll build them in a town to save myself, like, so I don't have to build the complexes here. Oh, don't want to take out you. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of you. Nope. That was it. Perfect. That was the last one. Okay. So, with that in mind, here is still units to go to reserves. Why are you? Okay, you can go, I can tell you to go to reserves as well. Should be able to just click that and you'll hit that and then go. Right? Hit it, boom, yeah, there you go. We have one location down here somewhere. There it is. 10%. I think after this day it should be done. Whole bunch of designs are done. Military goods. They want goods. Yeah, they'll take 3. Who got independence? Morocco. Pollution levels down 10%. Output of industrial goods up to 2%. We'll research you. A gun. Sure, why not? Worst case scenario, I can always sell you to someone else. 3%. Okay, well, you're a couple percent a day, so that's going to be it. So the plan is to build military bases. Like build one down here, one here, one here, one there, one-ish around here, one around here, one around here, one in this general area, couple along this section of the border, couple down here, and then a couple over here, and then some naval bases with support along here. And the plan is long term to basically have this outer shell of defense, upon which we'll have stationed specific, amounts of infantry and fighter aircraft, mostly interceptors, because we'll be on there. We'll be using it as a defensive measure. Later on, we'll have AWACS, and we'll basically tell an AWAC to go from here, like all the way from here to up here, and it'll be going back and forth. Another one will be going up this way. Another one will be going like this. Another one will go like this. Another one will go up this way. And then they'll use these air bases basically to leapfrog, and they'll be going around. I like it. I'm doing it currently on a 2020 campaign that I'm doing, where I'll station one AWAC up here, and it'll just go back and forth, and it looks into what I think it's Central Siberia and Eastern Siberia, and just monitors the border constantly. Because I played as Northern China, whereas I called it China, and took over all the area around it, and rebuilt up what I called rebuilt China basically, just like I think it was Florida or New York. Or maybe Texas. Texas took a huge chunk and created like a western U.S. And then Florida created like southern states. And then New York took over most of the east coast. Alberta, I guess fueled by oil, took out BC and Alaska. Ontario took out Quebec and Manitoba, and then most of these places in the Maritimes were pretty much untouched. They got into a couple fights, but then the fight stopped. They got into peace. So I don't know if Vietnam's still fighting somebody. 1956. Who the fuck are you fighting? Fighting Tunisia. More designs. So yeah, so that's the plan. Build up like a nice defensive perimeter. Once we get our stuff built, like I believe, I don't know if we have radar yet. No, the next generation of radar. Once we have that next generation of radar, then we're gonna actually we can start building the facilities now if we want to. I don't know. Like I said, the plan is to build one here, probably two bordering China, one up here, one in this general area, and then one down here, probably around here-ish. Because I don't want to put it here, because if they attack, right, say I put the base here, or even in this general area, if they were to attack up this way and down this way, the base would be completely cut off. Which definitely would not be a good thing to, would definitely not be a good thing. T-34s, huh? Russia's being very nice to you. Why do I see these British troops? I wonder. I don't know. But I'm going to end that episode here. So I will see you guys next time in the next Supreme Ruler episode. I'll probably jump ahead a little bit. Do a little research, do little things here and there. And, yeah, it might be maybe August. Or I might not. I might just keep going. But anyways, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.